Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Mason Greenwood update as Man United star set for a new court hearing. The seriousness of the charges leveled at Mason Greenwood and the evidence that came to public light made it seem deeply unlikely that he would ever wear a Man United shirt again, and he remains suspended by the club as the investigation continues. He is still subject to charges for assaulting and raping a woman. Although he is not in custody for now as he remains on bail, there is a chance that could change next week, as it's reported that a new hearing is set for next week. The police are still investigating his case, and an application has been made to extend his bail. It appears that there won't be any media or public access to the hearing, while Greenwood himself isn't expected to attend. So it does sound like this is simply a formality and procedural rather than offering any real insight to the outcome of the case. There is still no further update on his status with United, as the club have confirmed that he won't be allowed to train with his teammates or be available for selection, so it sounds like this could still take some time before an outcome is reached. Leeds United want to sign Manchester United defender Phil Jones this summer. Leeds United are interested in a move for Manchester United defender Phil Jones this summer, according to Marca. The Spanish outlet has reported their potential Premier League incoming table in the past 24 hours, with the Old Trafford outcast now said to be an option at Elland Road in a random twist. Jones has fallen down the pecking order at Old Trafford and has only played a couple of games in the past few years for United due to a number of injuries. Leeds could move for the defender as they look to rebuild their squad after a poor Premier League campaign that saw them nearly get relegated from the top flight. Jones has been linked with a move away from Old Trafford this summer, as United look to raise funds for their summer transfer budget. However, United may possibly struggle to get a reasonable fee for the defender due to his lack of game time and overall contribution over the past years. The 33-year-old made 4 Premier League appearances in the previous campaign, with only 2 of those being starts due to his constant injury problems. Marca reported, Leeds United want Manchester United's Phil Jones this summer. Jones may favour the move to be able to stay in England and the Premier League in particular. The Englishman had been linked with a European move away, however, the move broke down. Dean Henderson's worst Man United fear released as he faces up to future reality. Manchester United goalkeeper Dean Henderson has been forced to face up to a harsh Old Trafford reality with his imminent transfer to Nottingham Forest. Reports have suggested that the Red Devils' stopper is edging towards a switch to the City ground, with the newly promoted side having agreed a loan switch, whilst they are set to retain the option to make the move permanent for £20 million. In all, the switch to the East Midlands would be Henderson's 6th loan spell away from Old Trafford since the start of his career, having also represented Stockport County, Grimsby Town, Shrewsbury Town and Sheffield United on 2 occasions. Whilst those previous spell away from the club allowed the young stoppers to accumulate valuable first-team experience, his anticipated move to Forest signals a landmark moment in Henderson's career. The prospect of a permanent switch to Nottingham could potentially see the 25-year-old finally depart the club, having previously expressed his desire at usurping David De Gea as the Red Devils' number 1, despite having admitted that the Spaniard was deserving of his place. Henderson did get an opportunity to finally establish himself at Old Trafford during the 2021 season, following impressive displays with Sheffield United. He made 26 appearances throughout the campaign as he vied with David De Gea to be the club's number 1, 13 of which came in the Premier League. Since then, though, he was not quite able to remain in contention, having made just 3 appearances last term under both Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ralf Rangnick. Should he move to Forest though, then he will be likely to become the club's number 1, as Steve Cooper's men aim to stave off the threat of relegation. Henderson's departure would be the first major sale of the Erik Ten Hag era at Old Trafford. The likes of Paul Pogba, Nemanja Matic, Jesse Lingard and Juan Mata have all departed the club at the end of their deals, with Henderson being the first to potentially be sold for a considerable cash amount. Man United willing to let Arunwan Bisaka to leave on loan. According to reports, Crystal Palace are firm favourites to sign Man United defender Arunwan Bisaka on loan this summer. Wan-Bissaka progressed through the ranks at Crystal Palace. He made a name for himself during the 18-19 campaign as he played 46 times across all competitions. His form that season tempted Man United to sign him for £45 million plus an extra £5 million in adds-on. The right back was key throughout his first 2 seasons at Old Trafford, but he fell down the pecking order last term. He did not play a part in any of their last 5 Premier League games. Last month, it was revealed that Man United are open to offers for the defender as he does not feature in Erik ten Hag's plans. 90 Minutes are now reporting that Crystal Palace are firm favourites to sign Wan-Bissaka and they are in pole position to secure his services. It's understood that United's preference is to let the fullback leave on loan. Andreas Pereira's future hangs in the balance as Flamengo opt out of permanent deal. Manchester United midfielder Andreas Pereira's future remains up in the air after current loan club Flamengo refused to pay the already agreed amount of €10.5 million to make the deal permanent. The Brazilian Giants had reached an agreement with the English club which included an option to buy for a fee around €10.5 million along with a 25% sell-on clause. According to Brazilian journalist Vini Casagrande, financial issues meant that the loan outfit decided against activating the clause and instead informed Andreas' parent club regarding extending the loan till December. United outright rejected that proposal and according to Casagrande, the 20-time English champions claimed to have received an offer from an unnamed club which exceeded the pre-decided amount of €10.5 million that was initially agreed with Flamengo back in February. Meanwhile, according to transfer specialist Fabrizio Romano, Flamengo have now turned to Benfica's Everton Cebolinha instead. A high-profile mistake by Andreas in a cup final turned the Flamengo fans against him, and that may have been the real reason that Flamengo's administrators became hesitant about finalizing the deal. It remains to be seen whether the United Academy graduate does return to Old Trafford for a pre-season or he leaves the club on a permanent basis. Flamengo boss Dorival Jr. has appealed for his side to complete a deal for Man United's Andreas Pereira. Speaking to Lance, he said, "It's just an opinion. I hope he stays. Players of this level, players with his potential, are few in Brazil. I have no doubt that this boy can still grow a lot. He can evolve a lot. How will it happen? I don't know. But it would be really nice if we could hold on to this kid because he has a lot of qualities. He is a player that draws attention in any way. He has growth potential. Players of that level are scarce at the moment within this country." Yerry and Timber set to reject Manchester United to stay at Ajax. Manchester United have been dealt a blow after a transfer target Jurrien and Timber intimated he will opt to stay at Ajax this summer. The defender has been identified by Erik ten Hag as an option to strengthen United's back four, with Timber capable of playing at centre back and right back. The Dutchman had been open to a move to Old Trafford, but he wanted assurances over playing time, particularly ahead of the World Cup in November. And Dutch reporter Mike Verwij says Timber has determined that it's too much of a risk to move to Old Trafford at this point in time and he's minded to stay at Ajax. Timber will go on holiday this week to make a final decision on his future, but he's now leaning heavily towards staying in Amsterdam. It's another blow to United's transfer plans, with the Red Devils yet to make a signing this summer, while rivals Liverpool and Manchester City have landed Darwin Núñez and Erling Haaland respectively. Strengthening his defense is low on Erik ten Hag's priority list, which says more about the urgent need to sign players elsewhere than it does for the strength of United's back four. Marco Asensio wants Real Madrid to stay amidst Manchester United links. According to Spanish outlet Marca, Spanish winger Marco Asensio wants to stay on at Real Madrid for the next season, despite interest from Manchester United. Asensio has played 42 games in which he has scored 12 goals and provided 2 assists across all competitions. With a contract that expired in 2023 And with Ascencio yet to pen down a new deal with the Spanish club, Manchester United have been linked with a move for the talented forward, but it seems like the player wants to stay at Madrid. Anyone who has seen Marco Asensio play knows that the Spaniard possesses a lot of quality, and he would definitely add a lot of quality to the Man United squad, capable of playing on either wing, as an attacking midfielder, or even as a false nine. The Spaniard would have offered Erik ten Hag the kind of versatility he loves to have in his team and would have been the ideal fit, yet it seems as if the Spaniard is going to be yet another opportunity to the Red Devils are missing with the player set to remain in Spain. Manchester United targeting 21-year-old Premier League winger as Antony alternative. Manchester United are considering making a move for Nottingham Forest winger Brennan Johnson if a move for Antony fails to materialise. Manchester United are reportedly planning a bid to sign Antony from Erik ten Hag's former club Ajax, according to journalist Akrim Connor on Twitter. The Brazilian man worked with Ten Hag during his spell at Ajax, so the Dutch manager knows what he's capable of. However, if a move fails to materialise, Manchester United could turn their attention to a young winger who's yet to play in the Premier League. That's according to the United Stand, who claim Manchester United are considering a move for Nottingham Forest winger Brennan Johnson. The Welsh star was reportedly recommended to the club by midfielder James Garner, who was on loan at the newly promoted side last season. However, the report claims Nottingham Forest will demand a fee in the region of £40 million to sign the 21-year-old, as they don't want to lose one of their star players ahead of their return to the Premier League. Johnson has impressed not only for Forest, but for his country too. The Welshman scored his first goal for Wales this month, followed by his second only a few days later. Manchester United take next step in potential signing of Juventus star. Manchester United will be looking to overhaul their squad this summer after a disappointing trophyless season. Erik ten Hag is yet to bring in any new additions so far, with the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool both acting fast in the summer transfer window. Manchester United could fall even further behind their rivals if they don't secure reinforcement, but they have now taken concrete steps to bring in a new signing. That's according to Calcio Mercato, who believed Manchester United are now making an effort to sign Adrien Rabiot from Juventus. However, it's not going to be easy to convince the French midfielder to make the move to Old Trafford. With Manchester United failing to qualify for the Champions League, players may be reluctant to join the Premier League club, especially with other clubs sniffing around. The report also claims that Chelsea are showing an interest, but are yet to make an effort to sign the 27-year-old. Chelsea may hold an advantage over United in the summer window due to their Champions League status. Once upon a time, Manchester United were difficult to turn down due to their dominance in England and Europe, but those days are a distant memory. Erik ten Hag expects the Manchester United board to sign Frenkie de Jong. According to the Metro, new Manchester United boss Erik ten Hag expects the club to sign Frenkie de Jong even if Barcelona demand a higher fee for him than what the Red Devils want to pay. The 25-year-old has had yet another polarizing season this time around too. The Dutch superstar has played 46 times for the Garnet and Blue this season, scoring 4 goals and providing 5 assists across all competitions. Barcelona could hold out for more money for Frenkie de Jong, given how desperate Manchester United are to sign him, but Erik ten Hag wants his board to sign the player, regardless of what it could cost them. How much money can be considered too much money for Frenkie de Jong is a question for the Manchester United board to answer, since the Dutchman possesses so much potential that whatever we get him for could feel like a bargain. Every time Frenkie de Jong plays for Barcelona, there is a feeling he has not done enough. The truth is the performance that the Dutchman puts in would be considered exceptional for some other player. That's how the bar is set for the former Ajax man. The reason for the bar being so high is none other than current Man United manager Erik ten Hag. The Dutch tactician made the Barcelona man play at such a high level during their time at Ajax, anything below that feel like a disappointment. De Jong could emerge to be the face of United's midfield for a decade to come. He could turn out to be the leader we are desperately craving, but for all this, we need to get a deal done with Barcelona for the player. The Red Devils have already had an offer rejected for the Dutchman, with Erik ten Hag keen to be reunited with his former star. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.